In the ongoing controversy over the Armed Forces Special Powers Act in J&K, I think a very vital law point was ignored. There has been a wide-ranging discussion and debate between the centre, the J&K government and the army on whether to continue with the Armed Forces Special Powers Act in J&K or not. But I think the point that everybody ignored was that to continue with the Armed Forces Special Powers Act in J&K, you have to declare the area disturbed. For this, a Disturbed Areas Act was passed in 1990, but it appears that the act had lapsed in 1998. So after that, possibly the Armed Forces Special Powers Act could not be enforced in that state, unless of course, under Section 3 of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, an area had been declared disturbed. Was that done after 98? If it wasn't done, then obviously the whole promulgation of this act was illegal in J&K. So all acts done by the army, armed forces personnel under this act would now fall under the normal laws of J&K. So a lot of army officers, a lot of army personnel could actually get into serious trouble, and they could face a lot of cases in the courts in J&K. This is a very special lapse, and I think there should be a proper inquiry to find out as to how successive governments, successive chief ministers and their officials, successive governors ever since that time overlooked this fact. On this, obviously some heads may roll and the government will have to do some kind of a damage control.